everyone, welcome back to Evony. Unbelievable. Something just happened. I didn't know. We got our Aptoid hat on here. The above code, above BGBFQUAA, is active now for 24 hours. Load up on your pink gems for the super event next weekend because there ain't many codes coming very often now. So load up while you can. Anyways, I cannot believe this. It actually appears that Evony released a useless general. Usually they are better than the next. And my Freedom shirt, let's just pretend it's for Freedom. The Evony YouTuber who's now gone, but he's back. And I'm really enjoying his new series where he basically just talks smack about Evony and how he's better in life now without it, which I think we could all relate to. Anyways, let's take a look at Shapur. So at first glance, like I look at this guy and I think he's awesome. I'm like, wow, this guy actually looks like, other than like the fact that he looks like he's out of the tavern here, but like 55% range and siege stuff. Like my first glance looking at this guy is that he would be absolutely amazing on the wall. And you look at the Covenant, it has, there's some stuff that's in rally and a little march size, but everything's universal with him. So it looks like he would be awesome just looking at him. So let's go to the Evony War Room website. And it really put things into perspective for me that Evony basically released a general that stinks. And this guy is maybe good as an assistant. That's it. And he's not even close to the best like lead or pair on the wall. So I was completely wrong. So I'm glad we have this website to take a look at. So let's take a look. So we got it on, let's go attack first, just to show you. So you can look, and his name's Shapur. He comes in number 6 and pretty far below on a lot of stuff. So kind of up there on march size, but not really the march size that you get from Romulus and Hercilia as the pair. So no thanks. Then you come into assistant, and he's top 2 for everything except for march size. He comes in far behind Hercilia, 6, because, it may not seem like a lot, 16 to 6, but that's actually like 60%. Like it's a big deal. And then when you go down to pairs for these guys, he comes in number 1 as an assistant, and then you don't see him again until 7 and 8, and you never see him as a lead until 14. So really disappointing. And then when I look at defending own city, which is where I thought this guy would thrive, and he comes in number 7, and march size don't matter on the wall. So to come in number 7, and what's that? 170 points lower than Hercilia. And then of course you could add his range stuff, which is at first glance when I looked at him, I was like, oh, he's doing range and siege. So it made him really good. But to fall that far below on siege, it's just not worth it. And then on the wall assistant, nowhere near close. So I know my old account had Champlain, and Champlain was that was last like March or April, and we're almost at Christmas. So we're talking like 9 or 10 months, 8 or 9 months, and blowing him out of the water. So yeah, actually, let's go down to pairs and see if he comes up in any of those. And his highest is number 9. So yeah, not something you'd want him as. So what's he good at? Defending, reinforcing an allied city? Nope. I don't know why Evony released this guy. Was it just sort of one of those things where they're like, let's just do like something, low key, not too much in this event because we get the super event coming. There's nothing there either. And then when people see him in the super event, so this is his last chance to be an impact, defending own building. People come to the super event, they'll be like, oh, this was actually really worth spending on. So nothing there either. And then his highest ranking here is number 9. So I'm going to do one more thing for him because he did have, so let's just go city defense and see what comes up here. So defending your own city. And yeah, he's nowhere there. And then, yeah, does not come up on any of those. So I guess that is just defense general. So, okay, we'll cut him some slack here. Let's go into defending your own city as a range general because he did have a lot of stuff in range. And nope, nope, nope. So, yeah. So, really, a general whose only option is basically to be a assistant general. That's it. Like that is pretty much what this guy is. Shapur is an assistant general on siege attack. So to me, not really worth having, especially when you look at his covenant and it's in rally siege HP 5%. So to me, yeah, we're gonna give a hard pass on Shapur. Let me know what you guys think about that. And don't forget, load up on pink gems because that super event is absolutely coming this weekend. It is Evony's anniversary. And like I said, there's no way there's going to be codes going around that weekend. I know that the next codes, planned codes, are going to be the third weekend of December. And our birthday code's still a thing? I thought they were discontinued. So this is it. Like this is the end of the codes for that. So let me know in the comments what you guys think about Shapur and how useless he is. Like, subscribe, leave a comment.